Welcome back to another live episode of the Bad Taste Video Podcast, where we're going live from YouTube right now. We got kicked off of Twitch. I could see that we're actually there right now, which is great. This is all going to be a learning experience. Too hot for Twitch, right? Our new tagline, I guess. Yeah, but we're technically, YouTube is like a mainstream thing. Yeah. But we're trying this out. We're going to see how long it lasts. We're going to see how well it does. But with that, man, let's hit the fucking intro. Let's go. Oh, look, our chat is still there. Good. Hell yeah. We were wondering if that was still going to fucking work, and it does. Very good. Silhouetted Animator, what's up? Alan Cantation, what's up? Viano Films, what's up? Alan Cantation, I don't know if you've been to our website lately, www.badtastevideo.com. This dude hooked it up. Our man, he's in the Bad Taste Hall of Fame at this point in our tech sector, right? The tech wing with Evil Speak and the Commodore 64. I love it. I love him. Thank you very much. Well, I think I also saw he plays a Jackson guitar, right? I think that's yeah. Did I see a Kelly, right? Damn. Wait, what are you saying? They can't hear Adam. Grizz, are you still with us? Hello. I could hear you. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties at the moment. But we will sort it out shortly. Let's see. Hold on. Keep talking. This is obviously going to be edited when we do the. Sorry, man. All right, hold on. Let's see here. We're fixing. We expected something to go wrong. We didn't expect it to happen this quickly. Worry. Yeah. Let me see. We may go quiet for 1 second, but enjoy the enjoy the view. Great, dude. Grizz, can you talk? We're not picking Mr. Grizz up right now. Yeah. Here we go. All right. Go.
Yo, can you guys fucking hear me?
I think we got it. All right. So we're back. Let's get confirmation from the chat. Can you hear Grizz? Can everybody hear Grizz now?
Well, we're on a little bit of a delay, so
yeah. I guess we're gonna see how long the delay actually is.
It's like,
yeah, it's okay. I see you registering on our thing now. So let's get into this shit. All right. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Jerry Meehan Jr., Stephen S. That's probably Kiryu Gore, right? Is that him? Horror Guy, 1983. There is Grizz. There's that laugh. All right, guys. We're back. We're in.
That's right.
We can hear Grizz now. Everybody's good to go. Let's let her rip. Grizz, this week we're watching the 1993 low-budget banger from Matt. How do you say the last name? Jaisal? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, it's
I should have asked him. He commented on the Instagram post this morning. I'm like, dude, like, we want to have you on. I love your stuff. He probably thought I was a fucking moron. So now we'll probably never hear from him.
He's like,
so sorry, everybody.
I should have never commented.
Yeah. But if you're not familiar, first of all, this is Back from Hell. I have the tape here, of course. This is a fucking awesome tape released by HV Films, Home Video Films LLC, Florida. No, that's the 3213 Florida, number 200 Kenner, LA. Wow, so that's California.
So they did another movie that's really good called Contact Blow. Is that Jesselnick or whatever his fucking last name is? Jesselnick or whatever. Jaisal, is that the same guy that did that movie?
I don't think so. I don't see it on his.
Very similar.
I don't see it on his IMDb, but this guy, this genius, one of just underrated, because I'm gonna just name a few movies that I like. You're gonna be a little mad because you hate some of the shit.
Up the balls, also. Holy shit.
Legion of the Night. This is the movie that he did right after this week's movie. We covered this. Awesome film. One that I think you love also that he did right after that one, The Necrophiles. This movie is fucking wild, bro.
He has a style, right?
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
They're all like his fucking movies, dude. They're all unique in their own way, dude. But each of them has something where I'm like, yo, this is that fucking guy. Like, I can see it. And these characters, the way this motherfucker's dressed or something, I'm like, these are all the same universe.
Yeah, for sure. This is like, you could see that it all starts here. You've owned this movie in the past. I feel like I've seen you with this, right?
I've ordered like a couple of copies of it, and I've sold them all like an idiot. See what I do?
You sold a lot of good stuff, but you also sold it to me, so it's okay,
yeah,
man.
It's probably on those shelves back there somewhere.
Yeah. You could probably spot a few of your tapes back there. I'll never forget that pieces that you're like, there's a splice in there, and then when I got to it, it looked like somebody put a fucking Band-Aid over the two reels. I was like, God damn! I had to like cut like another like couple like an inch and just splice it again.
I gave you a very good deal on that tape.
You did. I think I only paid like $40 for it, and it's actually like pretty decent. Besides pretty that, nice. Which like I don't really give a fuck. Like it doesn't. If you're literally only missing like that much of it of like the reel that you had to like fix, you're never even. It's a blip. Yeah. I actually learned how to tape splice in high school. I took an electronic music class. And we had reel-to-reel recorders and stuff, and I used to make loops on reel-to-reel recorders. You would cut it with a razor and everything. You'd put it back together. Then I would take those loops and I would digitize them, and then like put it into like Acid Pro or something, and like make fucking beats with it. Not like hip hop beats, but just shit to get a fucking grade. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's also very nerve-wracking when like you keep missing
nerdiest class ever. Holy fuck!
Dude, when you're sitting there and you're trying to like, okay, I need like it right here. I need it to stop for the loop to sound correct. And like you cut it and it's like, fuck, it's too long. Fuck, let me do it. Let me cut a little bit more off. fuck, it's too short. I got to do it again now. And you have to like rewind, re fucking spool it and everything. It's pretty.
It's me at work doing like fucking trim carpentry. Like, oh, it's a little too short. Oh, it's fucking too long.
I'm gonna do it again.
All day.
Yeah. It never works out, man. It never works out. But should I give a synopsis to this week's movie, or do you want to do it?
I could give it a try, man.
Yeah, I want to hear yours. I want to hear yours.
If
I feel like if it's not sufficient, I will do it also.
Yeah, obviously,
let's hear it. Let's hear it, man.
All right. A Hollywood dreamer fucking comes home after making bad deals with the occultist and is now chased by Satan himself to fulfill his end of the bargain of selling his soul for rock and roll or for Hollywood dreams. You know?
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. He uses his priest. He uses his priest friend as a backup or as a sidekick, or actually the priest is kind of like the one kicking ass throughout most of the movie. The premise is pretty cool though. Like this dude made a deal with the devil and then he didn't like complete his end of the contract. So I guess he had to kill people, like sacrifice people, and he didn't do it. And like now, like the legions of the damned, if you will, are after him. And it's pretty cool. Like, he kind of says how it works. Like, no, when the people make eye contact with me, that's what like gets them possessed and they try to kill me. And like they're using like homeless people, they're using like fucking murderers and all shit, like dead bodies. Like, it's pretty cool. Like a very cool idea.
Dude, one of my favorite scenes is like what you just described. Is he's back in town, or he's like, you know, trying to outrun these motherfuckers, and there's like these two just like bum dudes that he ends up having to like, he like stabs the one and then kicks the shit out of the other. Dude, the way he handles this though at the end after like smoking the stogie, this is like iconic as fuck, right?
Let me do we have the clip there? Let's see.
The Russian necktie. That's what he gives him, dude.
Oh,
he gives him like
a
fucking Russian necktie.
Here it is. Let's see. Are we gonna get banned?
Yeah.
He pulls out his fucking trachea.
So good.
On YouTube. Oh yeah, look, he just throws it.
Throws it at him.
Hits him in the mouth. Get out of here. Is this the same alleyway from Deadbeat at Dawn? Is this just like a cursed alleyway? Hey, just fucking I'm gonna smoke a cig. Dude, you ever like watch people smoke cigarettes in movies and like try to like, does this person actually smoke? Like that guy definitely smokes. Yeah, you see how he like went for the cigarette? Like, because you can always tell people that don't smoke, just like, it's like super like the dude in Ozone definitely didn't smoke for real because he's like very like.
No, yeah, that guy. That guy's like, another day, another trachea.
Yeah. It's so funny watching these early movies from these guys, especially when they were kind of young, because everybody that's in the movie is kind of young. So like this dude is supposed to be like a Hollywood star or something, and like he's on the run, and he's like straight half possessed. That's how I took it, right? Like he's like kind of possessed. And like he looks like he's only maybe like 18, right? 19 maybe.
He's a young adult, you know. I don't know.
I like the character though, because he's
under
like,
21 for sure, I'd say.
Yeah, I definitely like the character though. A lot of times like somebody like that in these movies will be kind of fucking annoying. You know what I mean? Like they'll be like very like, I don't know. It's just like a drain on the movie. Not this guy. For whatever reason, he's very entertaining. The way he tells like the story of everything, the way I guess it's the actor. I guess he's just a good actor. Like the way he comes across as actually sort of being in trouble. Like you could believe that there's something up, but it's like tempered with like early 90s low budget movie making and acting. You know what I mean?
But it's not bad though, dude.
No, it's not bad at all. I'm not. It's the shit I like. I love conversations between people like that. You know.
But I would even say that, like, for, you know, as far as low budget stuff goes, man, like the fucking acting in this is pretty solid. Like, I got no qualms with like the pacing of the movie, with the acting. I think that the fucking story is phenomenal. There's like little that I can say is bad about this movie. I absolutely love our protagonist in this movie. I think it's fucking fantastic. This like badass kicking like fucking priest dude who like is put in these wild situations and just like overcomes it, dude.
Well,
Yeah, it's an awesome fucking story for a low budget movie.
So what I love about our main character, well, I guess one of our two main characters, the priest, Father Aaron, he like does just what he second guesses it for like a second, and then he's like, "Fuck it, I'm in. Like I'm gonna start killing." You know what I mean? And he kills. He's like involved with killing cops. When those two cops show up to the house and he shoots the one, like, yeah, he's possessed, but like, dude, you just killed a fucking police officer. Like, you're fucked, man.
That sequence is fantastic because like he shoots the one cop right away that comes up, and his partner comes up. His partner is probably some of my favorite acting in this movie.
The best when they do the fucking seance and they bring the spirit of Satan.
But dude, even like this, but dude, right before this happens, we have this scene where like he has the fucking kid and he's got him tied up to that fucking chair and he's hanging his ass.
Oh,
and like,
yeah.
Dude, this is fucking incredible. The intensity that he's pulling and everything. This is perfect low budget filmmaking.
Oh, by the way, the music is awesome in this movie.
Yeah, 100%.
Look, this is our main character right there. This is very Fabio Frizzi, The Beyond.
Dude, this is slow pulling up.
Guy's a good actor. Very.
I love he's not selling it, just
fucking just hanging, bro.
Facing.
Look, this guy takes the gun, bang! Damn! Look at that motherfucker, yeah.
I love the camera effect with the blood.
Yeah,
just so cool, man.
Yeah.
Great fucking scene.
So eventually they bring this motherfucker down to the basement, I guess, and they're doing
what do you think of that basement, dude? What a cool fucking... Because then you see all those bodies down there, and you're like,
yeah. We'll get to that, man. Yeah, because it like kind of raises like a question. Like, well, the dude that Father Aaron's helping, is that Jack? Is that right? That's
I think that's his name,
He's like, yeah, I killed a few people, and their bodies are in the basement. You want to see? And like, no. Yeah. But eventually, you do see those bodies. But before we get to that, they perform this, I guess, seance of sorts, and this was something that apparently Jack learned from some like occultist that he met in Hollywood, like the occultist to the stars. But they bring forth fucking Satan himself. Oh wait, Al Incantation. What about the forks? So before he's hanged like that, this fucking possessed cop starts sticking forks in his arm to torture him, and you see it.
I love how he pulls the fork out too when he's like getting unhung. He's just like a fucking fork out of me and shit. It's great.
Yeah, it's fucking wild shit, dude. But they bring forth Satan himself
in this guy's body, and it's basically because of the way this guy looks and how he sounds. This is like if Pee Wee Herman was possessed by Satan. That's all I could think about when I watched this scene. Dude.
No, wait, I got to hear it first.
You were going. That was
it. All right, wait. The dude does it really well though, and like the actual visual of him like bleeding and everything is pretty fucking great.
Spitting up the goo, dude. He's getting it.
Look at this guy. Yeah, spit up that goo.
What the fuck?
The time has come.
Oh, look who we have in the chat. Grave Hill Productions. Hey folks, FX guy Matt Hunley here. I did the effects for Back from Hell.
Oh, dude, fucking thank you so much for coming through, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, thanks for coming to the chat.
Here, man. We are absolutely in love with these scenes, man, that we're showing, and it's all your work, man, because that's what we're all about are these type of scenes, and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I can't believe how much you guys did with so little. Super impressed. I want to know how you got
Weren't
involved.
you like super young too?
Yeah. How'd you get involved with this, man? If you could give us an answer in the chat, we'll read it aloud here. But how'd you get involved with this movie? We weren't expecting to see you here, but you know, damn. Because there's a lot of, at least I think there's a lot of, I guess, not homages, but you could see like influences from certain things. Like the music sounds very Fulci, like the main theme sounds very zombie like with the bass drum, the doom, 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 and it starts playing. It sounds, you know, a Mellotron like lead on a keyboard.
Stuff, dude.
Yeah. Wow, I was 16 when I did the effects. That's
Shit.
wild. I was fucking trying to skateboard, do kickflips down fucking stupid ass ledges and picking my nose at 16. Shit. Very, very impressive. But like, it looks like there's an, you know, Evil Dead. Probably everybody loved Evil Dead in the
Some
90s.
influence there.
Yeah.
But I gotta say this though, dude. Like this guy's movies. You know, a lot of times you'll watch a movie and like the influences are just like in your face. They're very just like they're almost copycat. Dude, this guy's shit is very original. Like there's like influence here and there, but I just feel like, dude, this is like very much its own thing. And I feel like all of, like I said before, his movies kind of exist in this like world where like there's a lot of similarities between them, but they're all in a different story and shit. But like his stuff is very much like his. If I'm like, I guess I'm putting that the right way.
Yeah. Let's see. Matt Hunley, the director was my best friend. We used to make 8mm films in the backyard, just evolved into features. That's awesome.
If I'm not mistaken, the director did the music for this as well. He composed all the fucking music, which I love, like on these homegrown projects where you like, it's almost out of necessity or just out of the love of doing this kind of thing where it's like, dude, I made this movie. I can't wait to like put this fucking score to it and shit. I love seeing that kind of stuff in the credits where I'm like, oh, dude, he did so much to make this movie happen.
Oh, yeah, Evil Dead was a big influence. You could definitely tell at times. I want to just go back to one thing, Mr. Matt Hunley. Looks like you did special effects on the movie Mosquito.
Oh, dude, no shit. It's like a big deal for us.
Love that movie. That's a movie I grew up watching. My whole childhood used to play on USA Network all the time. That's an amazing credit to have to me. I don't know. I love that stuff. Any sort of creature feature.
Like it's TV movie of all time, dude. It played, and I would watch it every chance it fucking came on for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And something I found pretty interesting is like, I guess the demon ninja guys, like the demon soldiers, I guess, look very similar, like proto Legion of the Night.
Yeah, very
assassins.
much. That's what I'm saying. Like they all exist in like the same world to me.
Yeah,
they all have this similar feeling, and I love visually the way Legion of the Night looks. I think it's a fucking great depiction of like this dystopian type of world and shit. So to see like that same like design brought into these like held like soldiers, I'm like, dude, fuck yeah. Mm-hmm. Especially the big one at the end that fucking talks and shit. I was like, yeah, dude, this fucking rules.
Yeah, that rules. Matt Hunley says, 1.5 years of my life totally worked on Mosquito.
Damn.
So fucking
worth it,
awesome.
Dude. Fucking worth it.
Yeah, and it all starts here at Back from Hell, right? So there's tons of cool sequences with special effects that I want to go to. One of them is the hand going through the Bible.
This gag is fucking, the way it's played out through the table looks great, and that to continue it with the book, it's done so well.
Yeah. So let me pull that one up. This is such a cool thing. Look at that. Oh man, definitely a hole in the table, hole in the book, but it looks fucking awesome.
It looks so good, dude.
And then it has like
the way that just came off of it looks so fucking great.
Yeah, and
seamless.
Like this is like a very Evil Dead type thing. Bruce Campbell 100%. Flipping around the fucking kitchen, right? Look, this is such an awesome scene. This is
so like one awesome point it's like glued to his face, right? It's gotta be, because I love when he lets go of the book. And it's like the thing is still like grabbing his face, and it's just kind of floating there. So fucking cool. What I like about it is that like it wasn't just the one gag and done. You didn't just have the hand come through the table, grab him. That would have looked great on its own. But then you have it like floating off of the table and continuing on. Then you have it with him not even holding it anymore and it's still continuing on. It's like a progression of just, a cool effect to take it all the way home.
For sure. And like there's tons of stuff like that throughout the whole movie. It's not just, a one and done, where a lot of these, lower budget movies, you get like one really, really good sequence and then the rest is cut away. The rest is just like the aftermath sort of. But there's a lot of really cool stuff like the eyeball scene, right? Dude, that's one that you actually.
It's one of my favorites, honestly. And it's that whole sequence of where like they're away from like they're on the kind of like the run and shit like that, trying to get away from these fucking hell ninjas, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
And like they just keep fucking slaughtering these motherfuckers in different way. We got a few clips of like these scenes here where they are just like butchering them, and the effects in this area is really well done. Let's show the eyeball first.
Yeah, here's the eyeball scene. You got to have an eyeball scene in any movie that we watch here.
Yeah, that's great.
So our man's fighting
the
this
ice
hell
pick.
ninja.
Oh,
yeah, look at that thing.
It's great to be right there. You see it, so you know it's coming.
Look at this. Grabbing for
it. He says a lot of it was last minute stuff. That's crazy.
This is like Dawn of the Dead when he puts the screwdriver in his ear.
The slow. Oh, it's so good.
Look at that. And it pokes out the front. That's something that like you're expecting from a German splatter film, but you don't see it much here, right?
So I gotta say too, one thing I absolutely love that you guys did with this movie is the amount of blood spray on faces. It's a common occurrence in this film. I love it every single fucking time. It's just like, that's what I'm looking for. It's like, it's over the top in a way, but it's not too over the top for this film. Like it's oddly fitting to have this much like blood spraying on faces all the time.
Well, that's like part of like a splatter film. You just want to you don't want to just see blood on the floor. That's like what makes things like Darkness so good, is that it's just fucking everywhere.
Relentless.
Yeah. Oh, man. I love
So question I got for the effects here.
Yeah.
And it's what we're going to show this next scene that is basically in the same vein of what we just saw here. They're fighting off a demon soldier guy, and he gets the sai, and he fucking splits this guy's, or he has like the samurai sword, I think it is. But he splits this fucking guy's stomach open, and the guts are just flopping out of him right onto him, which I thought was great. Like he cuts the one guy and all the guts fall onto him, which is like such a great way for that to happen. But what are the guts? Are they local fucking meat market shit? Where did they come? They look real. They look great. So that's the question I got.
I love this fucking theme.
So ominous too whenever it's playing.
Oh, it's
gotcha, motherfucker. Oh, it looks so good. Look at this. The goo just, dude. Having fall on him is so great. He's like, yeah, I killed him, but god damn it, I got the fucking guts on me.
I stink like fucking hell ninja. Whatever the hell you want to call it. I love that stuff, man. I love that they didn't shy away from it. They just went for it. That's what we love about the Polonia Brothers stuff. Like that, you just do it. Why the fuck not? Why do the whole thing where it's like, let's just think of something else to do. They were real pig guts, stunk like hell after rotting in the sun for days.
Oh, that's awesome. I knew they look so fucking good, dude. It's so worth it to use the real guts in this scene. As soon as I saw them, I was like, that looks like some real entrails if I've ever seen them. So.
You can't fake that, man. There's certain shit.
And the sound, the flop.
He also said, very similar to the Day of the Dead story, they reeked. Yeah, like after a while, sitting under the lights or even just outside or anything, unless that shit's refrigerated nonstop. Oh, fuck that, man. Fuck that. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Actually, yes, I could. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I'd want to be one of these.
For sure.
Yeah. Would I do like the Fulci Gates of Hell and like regurgitate them?
Ooh, that's a tough ask.
I don't know. I might actually puke doing that. Like that might.
That's a tough ask. Dude.
Yeah.
You get some real gore out of that.
I'm a real like texture person when it comes to food. Like that's what makes me like not like things most of the
Same.
time. Like it's squishy or whatever. Had a 5-gallon bucket of them, kept them outside. Yeah.
They're ripe real fast.
Unfortunately, there's no real PAs at that point where you can be like, "Hey, man, go take care of this shit." You're doing everything yourself, at that level. But it was worth it. The scene is fucking awesome, and it just adds to, all the freaking cool action-like sequences that are mixed with a horror movie in this. Right? It kind of goes from like a horror movie into almost like an action film back into a horror movie.
I think this is probably why this is my favorite of his that I've seen, because I do love Legion of the Night, but that's definitely more of like an action movie. That's not a horror movie in any real sense of the term. But this is like, it has the things that I loved about that movie, but like in a great horror movie story. And it's not like I love anything that's about like, satanic possession, occult, stuff like that. So as soon as this starts, I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm sold. Low budget fucking satanic possession, and it's gory as fuck. Like this checks every single fucking box that I need.
I want to mention that we were talking about this the other day. I just watched The American Guinea Pig, the song Solomon. Man. It's an exorcism movie, but like turned to 11. And I was expecting it to be more like the, just pure, gore, splatter, no real story. This was fucking awesome. This had an awesome story. It like had awesome gore sequences. Like it's just fucking nuts. It's free on Tubi. Shout out to
fucking Stephen Biro. He's killing it, dude. Unearthed Films is just their releases, the old releases that they're doing. Did you follow it up with Bouquet of Guts and Gore?
It wasn't available on there. I watched
I
watched Sacrifice. I watched Sacrifice. The one where the guy's like fucking mutilating himself to try to bring back Ishtar, our favorite blood diner goddess. Goddess, whatever. Legion was our hybrid of Italian splatter and Godfrey Ho ninja movies.
Dude, it does feel so much like a Godfrey Ho ninja movie. That is, you guys nailed that for sure. I didn't even put that together until I just read it, and I'm like, dude, that is 100% what that fucking movie is. That's great. And
a scene, let's see, I think Jim Van Beber has a small part too. He's definitely involved with a lot of those movies. He's part of, he shot video for the first American Guinea Pig, right? He was involved in that one for sure.
Yeah.
But Matt Hunling was talking about the Italian influence. Here's a scene from this movie. We were talking about basement zombies before. This feels like a very Fulci-esque scene. You're gonna see the music
random series of violence,
the dingy like room.
Yeah. I wish there was more of that girl getting her throat slit with like the blood on her face. She looked great.
These are all the dead bodies that fucking piled up from Jack, basically, I guess, defending himself.
So good.
Is that what it's supposed to be? Like these are all people that attacked him?
Dude, the Reverend dude has the best lines in this movie. We gotta get the fuck out of here. It's like, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
How godly of you. I love him as a character though. Like he's
great.
It's never unbelievable. You know what I mean? Like he plays the character.
You can see his internal conflict throughout the movie of being like, I'm a fucking priest, but these motherfuckers are satanic. I gotta kill these. It's fun. It's cool.
Yeah, and it's funny because in a lot of movies that we watch here, like say like Zombie 90, anytime you see like a fucking scientist, you're like, that's definitely a fucking kid of just getting a fucking lab coat somewhere and just looking like a scientist. Never believable. In this, like that dude, he's believable as a priest, just like the dude from Ozone. I feel like was a believable cop. That's half the battle, is making you believe, right?
No, that you know what though, like as outlandish as Legion was, like it's believable. Like I can lose myself in that. The same thing with this one, even more so. Like every character, like even the dude who comes back from Hollywood, are the fucking main kid there, like very believable as somebody who'd like want to go out to Hollywood and try to be somebody at that time period, you know, the blonde haired kid and shit like that. And it's great. Everybody that is in this movie plays their role so well. Those cops were just fucking dead on cops. Like, it looked great, dude.
Yeah, I agree. So we got I think we got 2 more clips here. One of them, I love seeing how shit is done in low budget movies with guns and stuff, like the blasts and everything. Super dangerous, but this looks awesome, right?
Payoff. Yeah.
Payoff. So this is the end of the film, and we have a henchman of the damned.
I got a message for you.
Listen to this.
Tell Satan I said, kiss my black ass.
Oh, it's so good. It's the best line of the fucking movie.
Yeah, look, what a great squib.
It did look good.
And we get the reveal eventually that this is Jack, right? He actually got taken finally, right? They completed their quest.
He's happy. He's like, thank God, or whatever. At the end when he's dying, he's like, it's
Yeah.
over, you know.
Yeah,
like,
he just pushes him into the river. Guy has to fucking
and then
fall
when
into
the
it.
way he pushes him in, he's just
Yeah.
like, bloop. He
Yeah,
just
I hope
falls
you do
into
that to me
bitch.
one day.
Oh, that's. I'll salute you.
Let's see. Matt J and I are huge Italian Spider fans. Constant diet of them.
Firecracker squib. Hell yeah.
I could only imagine the bruise that those left after, trying it a couple times. But we also have
So great.
one of the last clips that we have here, the stake to the chest, man.
This is probably one of my favorite scenes, like sequences. This is so
Yeah.
good. Boom.
So he
Then the
stabs
spray.
him and just sprays him.
I love the way he falls.
Yeah. This dude picks up the axe, starts swinging.
Pitches his ass out of there.
Imagine seeing
love
this
this.
happening like in the park.
And then he sprays him in
he
the
gets
face.
sprayed
Yes,
too.
dude. The spray. I can't. I fucking
I
absolutely
love it. There's so many awesome parts in this movie. You guys did such an awesome job here. I can't believe you guys were so young. It's funny because I don't know if you've ever seen Day of the Reaper, the early Tim
yeah,
Ritter movie, but like
Tim Ritter stuff.
like that feels like this also, and it's like so cool. It has such a place and time and everything, especially with this isn't shot on video, but like just that early super micro low budget homemade movies, pretty much like just people and their friends in the neighborhood making stuff. Like it's just the specific look, and I feel like even by the mid 90s, like it was gone. But like the early 90s, that late 80s.
That's the sweet spot for me. Early 90s is legitimately the fucking sweet spot of low budget horror film.
Yeah.
I eat this shit up, man.
Matt Hunley, one day we would love to have you on here. We could talk about all the stuff that you did, especially Mosquito, because that is just an awesome movie. I definitely,
Yeah, that's a must, dude. Thank you so much for stopping by, man. We really appreciate it.
yeah, that's awesome. But Grizz, why don't you give me your final thoughts on Back from Hell?
This is like a one of those like sleeper fucking movies, dude, that I feel like doesn't get the attention and the love that it really deserves because for being the budget that it is, the effects are top fucking notch. They look great, and beyond that, the story is super cohesive and it's fun as fuck, man. Everything is believable, and that's what makes this such like a home run in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. This is a super fun watch. There is a DVD of it. Also, there's the VHS tape that is pretty hard to find. They're out there. You could get them, but you may have to look for a little bit. I got this from my dude Sutter Kane Rules, my boy Bruce. My VHS Fest pickup, I guess you could say, even though I didn't go. But there is a DVD out there. It's free on, I don't know. Oh, it's on YouTube, right?
I think so, yeah.
I love this movie, man. And it's one of those ones that I saw kind of later on. Like I saw Legion of the Night and everything first. I saw the Necrophiles before this also. And usually like when you see the first movie, it's like, Like, it's okay. Like, it took a couple for them to like really get going, but this one is
this is it, dude.
yeah, it's just got that like feeling to it, the atmosphere. Just an awesome fucking movie. Highly recommend watching it. Go find a copy because you're probably gonna want to have this, right? I hope this. Does this have
agree.
does this have like a Blu-ray? Did they ever do a Blu-ray of this?
It's on a box set also. Okay, look at fucking EK Wimmer coming in with the knowledge like always. The hell have you been all episode?
Looks like there's only a DVD, no Blu-ray yet. Maybe somebody will do that one day because this is shot on film.
to.
So
They need to, man. This cleaned up, given the treatment, this will look fucking awesome, man.
hell yeah, dude. So Back from Hell, an awesome fucking movie. Want to thank Matt Hunley for being in the chat here. Just fucking awesome. Man, it's definitely alive. It's definitely relevant. People are going back and watching all this stuff. The things that we were too young to rent when they first came out. My mom would get me certain shit, but I don't think she was going to get me this one.
Yeah, for sure.
I had to wait another 2 years, I guess. I was like 8. But Grizz, it's time to head over to the wide world of metal. And why don't you tell everybody what we have this week?
Oh man, I feel like we got a great follow-up to a great movie. I went back to a little bit of our roots. I feel like this is a good combination of what I love and what you love.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
You're a fucking diehard Mortician guy. I love Mortician too, but I mean, I feel like you embody the band a little bit more
It's the
than
New
me.
York. It's the lower New York thing.
Yeah, and you know, I'm a big gore grind guy. That's where my fucking heart is. So you know, this this name of this band is kind of like hard to pronounce. Maybe it's just me, but we have Sepultrum. I can't even say it right. Sequestrum. Yeah.
Sequestrum.
Sequestrum. The name of the album though is Pickled Preservation, which is a fucking great fucking name for an album. What did you think of this, dude, when I sent it to you?
Immediately, like once I heard it, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be able to listen to this whole album, no problem, because it has like that Mortician sound to it. The production quality, very, you know, in that vein, more so like the later albums, I would say, but the vocalists very similar. I was, you know, first of all, let me read off the track titles of this. Giblet Excretor, Preserved to Last, Necromucophagia. Wow, I can't believe it. That's my medical microbiology coming back.
There we go.
Guts Consigned to, is that hummus?
Yeah, Consigned to Hummus.
Human Broth. And then Disorganized, the Impetigo Tribute.
Dude, and if you're a fan of gore grind stuff like that, you know, that cover is a fucking special cover. You know, that band is legendary as fuck. So
Yeah.
definitely check that out. But I did pull a couple clips for us. The first one is going to be Consigned to Hummus. And this gives you a good idea of like the double vocals that go on in it and like how kind of like intense it can get at times. I dig this clip, man.
Yeah. See, it's
The
got
rawness of these guitars is amazing.
it's got really cool production to it. It's like super
different.
cohesive. Like it's like, yeah,
So this is definitely like Mortician-esque, you
Yeah,
know, for sure.
for sure. There it is, baby. I love it.
So like, and now in juxtaposition, they have like this like rock and roll type of fucking thing
Bro,
to
this
some
is-
of their songs too.
Are you talking about the new metal riffs, bro? Don't tell me it's
I don't-
rock and roll. This
I
is
don't
new
know if
metal.
they're new metal riffs, but like they're different. They're not what you expect. And there's a couple different songs that it happens and where like you're like the guitar tone is like kind of weird too, which I actually really like. But you're like, dude, what the fuck is going on all of a sudden? Like I was listening to this like Mortician like album, and then okay, also first like anytime a band uses fucking Simpsons clips in any of their fucking songs, bro, I'm fucking sold.
You're in.
Especially a
You're in.
Treehouse of Horror clip. That
Yeah,
fucking gets me.
yeah.
The song "Human Broth." This like guitar breakdown is so fucking interesting, man.
New metal, straight new metal.
Come on.
I could hear Fieldy playing behind. Boom, boom, boom.
Dude, they're playing a cowbell. It's not fucking. There's no cowbell in new metal.
Just do it, do it.
And then they go like right into that to this.
It only works in this genre, bro. It only works in this genre.
So good.
Come on, man. Come on. There's nothing wrong with that. It's back to
I love it.
Back to your roots.
Yeah, it's my roots.
Your
100%.
bloody roots, bro.
I love it.
Your roots, bloody roots.
Yeah, jump the fuck up. So like, but no, Sequestrum. This album is awesome. It's 15 minutes long. It's like not even 7 songs. I think it's like 6 songs altogether or whatever it is. But like, moves along great. All of them are interesting. And they all have like these weird parts to them that are just like, whoa, what the fuck? The fuck is going on all of a sudden and shit, which I love about music like this.
I'm going to say though, like for our listeners out there and everybody watching all that shit, it is an acquired taste. Like Fluids, where like, chances are, if you listen to death metal, you'll be able to listen to this no problem. Well, you will be able to listen to this.
You might not like it. I will say that. Like if you're like a hardcore death metal guy, I could see like those dudes not getting into. Because I've tried to show like death metal dudes like gore grind and shit like that.
They think it's like a joke.
They're like, oh, this is great. They're like, that's stupid. That's simple. Blah blah blah.
Like, bro, I'm having fun here. I'm having fun.
Fucking caveman shit, bro. Fuck off. Doing it.
Yeah. So, hey, man, do you ever go see, like, if you've ever seen a band that plays this genre of music, like, it's a fucking awesome experience, especially in like a decent, like with a decent PA in the venue where like you could get all the bass and everything and like.
That chainsaw bass is ripping. That's where you fucking want it, man.
I mean, it'll never beat seeing fucking like Fear Factory live, where like your fucking testicles hurt because the bass is like so just fucking thick. It's like get kicked in the nuts. That was
Godflesh, dude. Godflesh did that to me as well.
Like your fillings are rattling. You're starting to like pick up. Gotta leave. But this album is fucking awesome. It's available on iTunes. It's available on Spotify. I think it's on YouTube also, right? They probably have it on their thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, Viano, man, I don't know how people don't like gore grind. It's fun. It's literally fun music. Literally anybody can make it.
Yeah,
I will say anybody could make it. If you have the gear, you could do it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's fair, dude.
I don't think you could do it well, but you could do it.
You can make it a fair attempt, yes.
If you have no fucking musical talent, you're not going to be able to fucking play a thrash song.
No,
you could make a
you know the
song.
Basics. You might be able to play some gore grind.
You might be able to do it. You know, maybe not well, but you might be able to do it.
You might be a gore grinder. That should be like a fucking Jeff Foxworthy fucking.
If you drink Keystone Light and you've puked in the passenger seat of a car,
yeah, you might be a gore grinder. If you've never spent any time learning music theory, you might be a gore grinder.
If you've never cleaned your bong, you might be a gore grinder.
Talk about that right now. Mine are overdue.
But this is an awesome album. Another band for the gym playlist, I would say. Also,
yeah, I love it. Yeah, it crushes, dude.
I love. Yeah, and you know what? I really like the fact that we're getting a lot of positive feedback on all these bands. People are fucking messaging the accounts and stuff, saying like, "Yeah, man, like this fucking album's sick. Like this is awesome. Like thanks for fucking covering this stuff." And if you have anything else you want us to cover, if you have any recommendations, we'll consider it. We may not do it, but we'll consider it.
Even like a genre direction you want us to cover. Like obviously, like I have a comfort zone and shit, but I try to step out every once in a while. So like, you know, every week I try to change it up a little bit, so it's not like
just remember,
obsessive.
We're trying to keep it metal. So if it falls within metal, it'll work. But if you have a band, send it to us.
100%.
You know, if you have a local band that like you're like, oh, these guys are fucking awesome, send it to us. You know,
especially if they're farting on a snare drum. I
ain't pit farting on no. I ain't farting on this snare drum.
Farting on the snare drum.
Yeah. So, Grizz, I feel like our first YouTube experience was,
It's in the books, dude.
we
It's good.
started a little rocky. I'll fix that in
yeah.
post, but it shouldn't happen again. But our stream went longer than our last one, which is great. So, you
Yeah,
know,
we didn't get
Twitch,
cut off. That was great.
what's up with that, man? I still don't
I-
understand how that happened.
I said it before, but I gotta say it again, man. For everybody that is like showed up here and like came from Twitch, I mean, so many familiar faces from Twitch are here, and I can't say how much we appreciate that. That like, you know, you stuck by us and you traveled from one website, even if you had to sign up for a stupid fucking YouTube account or whatever. You signed up for a Twitch or whatever. Like, I appreciate the effort that you guys put to finding us here on YouTube, and hopefully we can kind of build the community back from this end, because I love doing this, man. I would hate to like not do it live anymore for whatever reason.
We have to admit that the last non-live episodes were not as
it's
fun to
the same,
record.
bro. No,
Yeah,
dude,
it's not as fun. We definitely like doing it, you know, with everybody in the chat and hearing what you guys have to say. This time we had a surprise guest by Mr. Matt Hunley, who did the special effects of this week's movie. We also just got a visit from Mr. Anthony Pacini, the Sons of Thunder. Look at this motherfucker.
Yeah, and it's nice too, because like when we do it live, like I just know that like Mike is sitting on the edge of his seat, like hoping I don't say anything super offensive. Like, so
Dude,
just to know that he's like super anxious the whole time just keeps me like super happy to.
Dude, right
to keep
now,
doing this.
I feel like I'm going down the street in a fucking locomotive that's like fucking just out of control, and I'm just hanging on, trying to keep you in
Jesus,
line.
take the wheel.
Trying to keep the fucking this thing going, you know, no technical
Audio
difficulties.
issues, yeah.
Oh my god, we started a Discord. We have
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
we have that linked somewhere. I don't know. We'll make sure that's linked on our website. Subscribe and like our YouTube channel. You have to search Bad Taste Video podcast in YouTube. We also have that linked at www.badtastevideo.com. Actually, just go to www.badtastevideo.com, and that's where we have everything. We have our Patreon. We just recorded a new episode where we talked about the Dark Side of the Ring series on Hulu. Well, not Hulu, but on Vice, but you can watch it on Hulu also. We spoke about that. I'm like so amped up right now that this successfully happened.
it worked.
And that we're on now. We can say we're fucking YouTube people. Yeah, we got a YouTube. Unfortunately, I have to learn how to do all this shit over again now. I have no idea how YouTube works with this stuff. We'll figure that out. I'm guessing that once we stop this, it'll just upload the video. Hopefully, that would be fucking pretty cool. All right.
But if not, we'll definitely try to get it up there.
Yeah.
You know, when we release it on Thursday.
You know, we're feeling pretty optimistic here because, you know, a lot of movies that we watch and cover on here are already on YouTube.
Yes. How could they be mad at us? We took it from YouTube.
And we don't give a fuck about getting monetized on here or anything. We are fully expecting to get fucking kicked off here eventually, especially, you know, when we start covering, there's, who knows, maybe
We're a time bomb.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
are a time bomb. So.
Matt Hunley, thank you. Thanks for coming. We seriously, man, we really appreciate it. You made this show extra special, and I was super nervous about doing this tonight because of our platform change, but you made it fucking extra awesome. EK Wimmer from the Laser Graves podcast, great show. Didn't get banned, so it's a win. We did it, guys. We will have to test it a little bit harder, though, I think. Right?
We're gonna push that's us. We're gonna push it to the limit. You know what I'm saying?
What's something that we could cover next week?
Tell Twitch I said to kiss my black ass. That is the best comment of the fucking night for sure.
I don't know, man. Do you want to cover like Hell Roller or something?
Dude, let's do Hell Roller for sure. That's the only thing we can cover to follow this up with.
All right. Next week we're gonna cover Hell Roller, and if you don't know anything about that movie, go fucking look it up because you're gonna fucking laugh.
That's gonna be fun.
Picture like Street Trash without the melting, and like it's just. I don't know. Yeah, this is going to be a fucking insane episode next week. So you could find us at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel at Bad Taste Video Show, I believe it is actually. YouTube.com/Bad Taste Video at Bad Taste. I don't know. Go to our website, www.badtastevideo.com, and go from there. Grizz, where can they find you on the internet?
You can find me on Instagram at Kane_enabler.
And you can find me at Bad Taste Video. If you want some extra shit, go subscribe to the Patreon, like I said before. Also, subscribe to the YouTube, follow us, whatever. We're having fun here, man. Let's fucking kick this up a notch. Let's do it. All right. So, thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you for listening.